expected to kind of follow our last three quarterbacks are playing the NFL now, to be that level of a quarterback. Then had more injuries than any quarterback I've ever been around since I've ever been coaching. Missed 3 games, didn't finish 3 others. Just very, very difficult for him. A very, very tough kid. Obviously, it was very hard on him. I think you also grow from those things. He's been very, very driven. He wants to start. He wants to win. He wants to get back. And what we do is we win at Missouri, and he wants to get back to doing it. So, what I always do if a player is not an established starter, we keep it pretty competitive up and through in the middle of August at the quarterback position. And we're going to do that. But he came out of spring. He had a very, very good spring. Very well might be the starter, and we'll see where it goes.
Coach, I have a couple of questions regarding the helmet ejection rule. Is there any concern for you that it won't be enforced the same at every school, at every level?
I hope it is. We have to. This is my opinion on this. I think college football, they're doing all the right things. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been coaching 35 years, 23 years as a head coach. And players are bigger, stronger, faster, quicker, more explosive than they've ever been. And somebody was going to be remarkably seriously hurt. And I don't even want to tell you, what I'm thinking. And we've got to protect these kids. And so that's going to be a part. They're going to get it right all the time? I think certainly with putting it on a review before they eject a player, I think that gives us a chance to get it as right as we can. And that's what we want to do. We want to get as right as we can, but we got to protect these kids. And it's if not, football will change.
Do you coach your technique any differently?
You have to be shoulder pad low. I mean, you have to just tell the players that they have to be in every way they do it. You have to teach it. And I know it gets very difficult at times if you're a player. I know that for our players, for our safeties, for our guys who are coming across, it's not real easy all the time. I get that. I understand it. But we have to find a way to make it work, because the other side of it, I think it'll be so serious, is we're going to keep getting bigger, we're going to keep getting stronger, faster, more explosive, and college football is doing the right thing.
Lastly, what would you say to players that have been quoted today as saying it's going to turn football into flag football?
I think players are very competitive. They don't want to hurt anybody. I know they don't. But the truth of the matter is, I think we can all see, where it's going and where it is right now, and we certainly see. We see it in the NFL also, and the NFL certainly are doing some things themselves. So I think we'll find a way to make it work. But those kids, I don't think it has anything to do with them, about hurting people. They just, if you're a defensive player, you kind of feel like your hands are tied behind your back a little bit.
Thanks, Coach.
Gary, how's Henry Josie's come back, and what do you expect from him this year?
Henry is a great story. I mean, top 5 running back in the nation his sophomore year, 3 games left or 2 games left, has a major blowout in his knee. It took the whole year to recover. Had a good spring, really good spring. Going through the mental test. So much of for a running back is the mental side of it. The confidence side of it. If you're in a different position, you don't have people running back. You got people coming after you. So we went from without just helmets on to what was like a shoulder pads practice with shoulder pads, and then full pads, and then actually scrimmaging where they could tackle them. And I'm sitting there the whole time, just kind of. I'm just nervous the whole time just going through it because he's worked so hard to get back. So he had a great spring. We expect him to do a lot of good things.
Last year was your first year in the conference. Anything you learned going into year 2 about the conference you think
I've answered that question a bunch. It's a very good question. You have to understand, I have great respect for this league, even when we were in the Big 12. Great respect. The reason it's a great league is because I think it starts up front. It's a line of scrimmage league. The best teams in the country, whether in the SEC or not, are good up front. That's where they start. That's where you look at a team, offensive, defensive line. And if you look at the SEC, the reason they're so great is they have so many great teams in this league that are like that, and that's why you're all here, and that's why it's earned so much respect nationally. So I knew all those things. I didn't need to go through a season to find that. We lost 5 of our 10 offensive linemen. We lost our starting quarterback for more than half the season, and we struggled, and we didn't overcome the injuries. We had 6 games, went down the last drive, we won 3, lost 3. We a couple more plays, we do it different. You know, I'm responsible to win regardless, and we don't have excuses. I'm making some changes as far as practice and things like that. I got 2 years, back-to-back years, most injuries we've ever had, and I've got to get our football team to September healthy, and so we're going to do some things different to try to do that. And I know some of it's luck, but we're going to try to do some things different.